How do we keep the magic of Christmas from slipping away amid all the rush, exhaustion, and worries? The older we get, the harder it becomes to feel it, doesn't it? As if the magic itself stayed somewhere back there in childhood. I still remember how every Christmas felt like a miracle to me. We lived in a big house with a big family. My parents, my grandparents, my aunts, and me. I remember the tall, prickly tree sparkling in the glow of the TV at night, and how I ran outside into snowdrifts taller than I was, mesmerized by the shimmer of snow under the evening moon. I felt as if Santa was about to fly by in his sleigh and wink at me with a jolly ho ho ho. But all of that stayed far behind. So, where do we find the joy now? People often say that Christmas is for children. And that's true, but not in the literal sense. Magic is something adults need as well. More precisely, our inner child needs it. The one who lives this life with us and so often goes unnoticed and unloved. Feelings like emptiness, loss of joy, and the inability to feel lightness or excitement are direct consequences of losing that connection. And I think you'll agree, without pleasure, life turns into Groundhog Day and becomes unbearable.
Okay, campers, rise and shine.
That's why adults need Christmas and its magic even more than children. And with this video, I want to help every adult open themselves to wonder again. I'll show you 11 uncommon ways to transform your home into a place where fairy tales feel real and dreams come closer to becoming true, without burning yourself out in the process. And even if you don't feel holiday spirit right now, that's okay, because the feeling always comes where there is a space for it. And after this video, it will find you. So, shall we begin? We can't talk about creating magic neither in the interior nor in the soul, while chaos is happening around us. That's why in my method, decorating always begins with decluttering and letting go of everything that clutters not only the home, but also the mind and inner world. Such things drain our energy. We are aware of their presence, but we do nothing about them, and it weighs on us. Decluttering in this case becomes a kind of cleansing ritual because we create space for the new, for a feeling of lightness born from releasing old, stagnant weight. Textiles play a huge role in how our home looks and how we feel inside it. Curtains, bedding, tablecloths, towels, napkins, throws, blankets, pillows, all these elements can completely transform the interior and shift your state. I recommend having dedicated festive textiles and refreshing them from time to time, creating small celebrations for yourself. It could be a sheer curtain with an interesting drape or luxurious silk bedding that glows beautifully in dim light. Doesn't that add a touch of playfulness to the home? Oh, absolutely, and let your imagination run. To avoid cliches, I don't recommend classic holiday colors like red and green. Personally, my eye no longer perceives them as unique in the Christmas context, and I want something different. So, I recommend playing with a restrained palette brought to life by expressive patterns or textures. Add more silver, gold, sequins, or crystals. Color science is a deep and fascinating field, and sometimes it feels almost impossible to choose not just the right shade, but even the right color for your interior, or for any visual work, really. And if you want to feel more confident and intentional when choosing colors, the guide I created for you will help you with that. Inside, you'll also find a step-by-step framework for applying this knowledge in practice, so you can transform your space immediately. You can download it using the link in the description. It's completely free. And this leads us naturally to lighting. In ancient times, winter was seen as a dangerous season. People had no light, nights felt endless and terrifying. So when they learned to make fire, it felt like magic, as if the sun had risen again. This ancient memory still lives within us. Soft, low lighting feels intimate, mysterious, and magical. Use as little overhead lighting as possible. In fact, forget about it for a while. Play with additional light sources. And always warm light. Cold light kills atmosphere instantly. Place interesting floor lamps, table lamps, or change lampshades. Use string lights and candles. And if you have a fireplace, light it. Flickering and soft light transforms the home into a sacred space. Use mirrors and metallic surfaces as decorative elements. This could be interesting mirrors or old metal trays from flea markets that you can hang like art. They increase the amount of light through optical illusion. And thanks to patina, the reflected light becomes diffused, hazy, and mysterious. You can also create a mirror panel from small rectangular mirrors, for example from IKEA. You can decorate like this door frames, windows, or the wall above the fireplace. You can play with this however you like, depending on your energy and mood. But I absolutely recommend it, the atmosphere will be incredible. Next, think about scents. A bad smell can ruin everything, because scent is the very first thing we perceive when entering a home. Scents bypass analytical processing and go straight into our reptilian brain, being read instantly. But this is also their superpower. Scents directly influence our emotional state. Aromatherapy can help you relax or sharpen your mind. Use natural scented candles, add a few drops of essential oil to a diffuser. The aromatic molecules will gently drift through the air, filling the room with scent while softening it with delicate humidity. It could be pine, cinnamon, orange, lemon, clove, vanilla, anything you love and that brings you pleasure. And if you are drawn to experimenting, as I am, and sometimes feel tired of putting up a classic Christmas tree, I recommend you decorating your home with fir branches instead. You can gather them in the forest or just simply buy them in specialty shops. Use them to decorate a chandelier, create a hanging installation, or make a floral arrangement by mixing them with flowers. This approach refreshes the interior and fills the home with a pleasant scent. And you can also replace the traditional wreath with a cone wreath. That's exactly what I did. I collected pine cones of different sizes in the forest and made a hanging decoration using a ribbon, something I'm definitely not ashamed to hang on my door for the neighbors to see. This little piece of nature inside your home will ground you and bring a sense of calm without taking up as much space as a tree usually does. A magical domestic ritual is table setting. Be honest, how often do you do this just for yourself? A table setting creates a mood for the space, for you and for the people around you throughout the entire meal. It can even influence the topics of your conversations through its effect on the subconscious. When I studied fine arts in my first year, our main assignment for an entire year was practicing table settings in different styles and atmospheres. And this adventure completely changed my approach to life. What seems like a simple meal, something you eat quickly and forget, can actually become a true form of art. Get inspired by Dutch still lifes. For your table settings, use vegetables and fruits, for example, pumpkins, pomegranates, apples, dried herbs, fresh flowers, and candles. Cover the table with a tablecloth or keep it simple and elegant with placemats and napkins. And don't forget to take out the festive dinnerware that's been collecting dust. I know people who save the things for special occasions they've been waiting for years. Impossible, yeah? And let your table be crowned with a beautiful floral arrangement in an unusual ways. One of the key elements of a festive atmosphere is a thoughtfully created storyline. When there is a story, or in other words, a central idea, the home becomes a kind of a theater where something mysterious is taking place. The story might be in the spirit of Beauty and the Beast, with lots of gold, deep burgundy, velvet, and candlelight. Or it could resemble the mood of classic Christmas comedies. It may also be something gothic, like Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, if that resonates with you, of course. Stories create a special atmosphere and pull you and your loved ones into it, because in this case the entire decor, the music, scents, objects, and even clothing is built around the chosen idea. Tell your children a story. Tell them that for the next little while you will all be playing roles in a small theater you created yourself. This transforms the home into a fairy tale land that everyone will enjoy. Life, doesn't have to be consumed by routine, and this method genuinely helps you step outside of it. Christmas is about family traditions, nostalgia, and memories. To fill your home with warmth, I recommend creating a memory corner. Print photographs of your loved ones, snapshots of bright moments, and don't forget to include your own childhood photos. Write down memorable phrases or even short stories. Believe me, every time you approach this little altar, you'll find yourself smiling without even realizing it. And even if you're thousands of kilometers away from your family, as I once was, you will still feel a sense of closeness and belonging to your roots, as if you were together again. What we wear in everyday life shapes our inner state. And if you spend your days in stretched out shorts and an old t-shirt, your psychological state will naturally match. Dress up. Let this become a family tradition, wearing beautiful clothes at home. And from time to time, turn your home into a runway and walk it like it's a catwalk to upbeat music. Put on beautiful shoes. And this is, by the way, an incredible practice for creating a joyful mood. Above all, the heart of your interior is you, and if everything around you is decorated except for yourself, that transformation is only half complete. Fairy tales, as I've told you before, are not just for children. They are in many ways even more for adults. Recently, I started reading books of fairy tales and studying their illustrations. And this ritual opened the door into another world that had been inaccessible to me before. And believe me, it is such psychological relief after all the serious adult literature in self-development, philosophy, or economics. Inside each of us lives a small child who needs protection, admiration, praise, and encouragement. And when we read fairy tales and look at their beautiful illustrations, which transport us into a mystical space where anything is possible, we enrich our inner world and fill our little treasury of joys. So one evening, make yourself a cup of tea, stretched out on your favorite sofa, wrap yourself in a blanket, and dive into a children's book. For example, the tale of Tsar Sultan, the stories of Scheherazade, the Snow Queen, and others. Fairy tales are not written only for children. They are the language of the inner child within each of us. Well, I hope my recommendations have inspired you to create your own little fairy tale kingdom at home, a special corner where magic can quietly settle in. For us as adults, it's so important not to lose the ability to see wonder in simple things. Even adding just one or two ideas we discussed today can help you keep that inner spark and sense of lightness alive. And if you're interested not only in making small decorative changes, but in creating a complete, cohesive interior concept rooted in your personal story, I invite you to collaborate with me. I would be truly happy to transform your home into a place of power, a source of energy and unconditional support. Follow the link in the description to begin this shared and inspiring journey. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.